Hey folks, welcome to Kayak DIY. Here, myself and my father head off to ICAST, where we're going to be filming the latest products in paddle sports and fishing. Check it out. Hey folks, Kayak DIY here, and right now I'm standing with Cole, and we're with YakPower, and we're going to be discussing a little bit about what they have to offer. So I already had my sights set on this company. I actually have them already in my Amazon store at amazon.com/shop/kayakdiy because it looked like they had a lot to offer. It can get a little bit complicated for some folks to rig up their kayak with lighting, power supplies, and things like that. They tried to really simplify the process and make it really headache-free. So Cole, what can you guys tell me a little bit about it? Is that pretty much the idea and the concept?
Yeah, it's the idea. Basically, for all you DIY guys out there, we wanted to really simplify the process of rigging out your kayak with like any 12-volt accessories or anything you want like that, such as lights or fish finder, whatever you need.
Okay, and so right now, we're going to end up going over to this area of the booth here, and we're going to kind of explain a little bit how it works.
So we started off with this 5 relay switcher. It's a digital switching system. So you have 5 different items you can hook up, but with Y splitters and such, you can hook up as many as you want, but you have 5 on-off switches. So you got like 1 bow, midship, stern, and then we have this here. It's like a little dongle that we're making for your USB phone charger, whatever you want. Plugs in SAE as well. So then from that, we made this RF circuit right here that works with a remote. And if you put it in line with the switching system right here, so you just take this off, put it in line, you can control the switch with a remote. Then from there, we started in the first quarter of next year, we're going to add Bluetooth to this, which is going to enable you to use a iOS or Android app to control your switching system.
And then looking over there, the mounting,
Yeah. So for the accessories that we have, everything's SAE, plug in directly into the switch. We have strip lights, and it's really easy to install. So all you got to do is we provide you the drill bit. So we provide you a 1/2-inch drill bit, and you drill into the side of your kayak, and then there's a self-tapping thread on this that goes right into your kayak, and then also a gasket, so it's completely waterproof, works perfect. And then you can take this LED strip and it plugs directly into the fitting, and it snaps in, and then you get your double-sided tape right here, peel that off and stick it right onto the side of your kayak. We also provide a safety screw. I mean, the double-sided tape's pretty good by itself, but if you want to put another safety screw in there, it's up to you.
So just looking at it myself here too, it looks almost like almost the concept of like a headphone jack type plug-in setup, and because of the way they design this, you don't have to have access to the inside of the hull. So you're drilling from the outside, and then you're putting that self-tapping mount in, and you really don't have to have access to the inside part.
And it also takes away what I've seen some guys do is they drill into the side and then they run that wire up into your kayak, and then they're filling it with like silicone or epoxy or something to try and seal it. So it's really self-sealing, and it works really well because you don't have to worry about water ever getting in there.
Okay.
And these are the button lights. They work the same way. Also self-tapping. You use a 3/4-inch socket. You can just tap that right in as well.
And they also tell me that in the near future, they're planning on trying to cooperate with Nocqua, which is a very popular lithium battery. We also have these in the Amazon store as well. And these are just a nice, lightweight, compact battery. And I'll try to educate you more on the lithium battery technology. There's a lot of misconceptions. People look at them and they're saying, okay, some of these batteries look smaller in amp hours, but there is actually a difference in technology in runtime, so it doesn't translate over the same from like your standard SLA batteries. But I'll try to educate you on the lithium battery technology here in the near future for a video. Those button lights that he talked about, that is a shocker. Those things are bright.
Yeah, they're really bright. They come in pairs in the store, so you can get two. Right now, we don't offer a kit with red and green, and I would really advise, we have these set up right here, but I would advise you on putting navigation lights on your kayak, because that really means that you can get out of the way of a powered boat. So it looks cool, it's fun, but I would really look at your state laws, and if you don't need them, I wouldn't recommend it personally.
Yeah, most of the time we've had this conversation in a lot of groups. So if you really don't have any motor on your kayak, if your kayak isn't registered as a motorcraft, then kind of stay away from the red and green combo. But if you do, in your state, you likely would end up needing that, but you just have to know your state laws.
Yeah. Also right here, if you see on the other side, we got the strips in, the green. We really like these 20-inch green strips on the front and outside, because it really draws in the bait, and for night fishing, it really illuminates your boat. So if you don't have the nav lights, at least people will be able to see you.
If we come over here, we'll be able to look at the app.
Yeah, so this is something we're also working on for the first quarter of next year. It's going to be a new 8-circuit switcher. And so we have the app right here, and we're also going to make a dongle that goes in line with the 5-circuit switcher. So for all you guys that maybe have bought earlier stuff, you don't have to worry. Everything's backwards compatible. It's you can always upgrade your unit, and nothing that you ever buy will become obsolete. So you don't have to worry about that. But we're also going to come out with the 8-circuit, which is going to have Bluetooth and the RF built in. And so it comes with this keypad right here, but technically speaking, if you just turn the switcher on, you can just directly use your app, and so you don't need the switcher. They're not tethered together like the 5-circuit, but if you want it, it comes with it, no big deal. Also in the future, we are working with Lowrance to develop a screen in which you can control your switching system from the fish finder itself.
Wow. Okay, and then they were just showing me a few other little things too on here. So we got these little plugs to power your fish finder. I believe we have one sitting right here. Yep. So you have a gasket built in there. Same concept. You don't really need to have access into the back side of the hull. You don't need to be able to reach back behind there to do anything. It's going to secure from the front. It has that same SAE connection, which I like to use actually. So all they do is when you get your fish finder just has a positive and negative wire. You just end up getting their SAE plug, which that plug looks very similar to this. It's going to have a male and female end, and you put that onto your wires. And right here they just have a inline fuse. Those usually actually come with the fish finder. And what you do is you just they supply you, I believe, with...
you can get this, which is...
yep.
This is our SAE connection that you can just then wire to the Lowrance. So the Lowrance comes spliced on the end. So then you just connect this to that, and you can plug directly into our system with the above deck power.
Yep. So simple, you drill the hole, you run the line into the hole, and then you just end up screwing it in with the supplied screws, and there you have your plug access for your fish finder, and it's a nice clean setup. So yeah, stay tuned for more. We were actually just debating, I think that's everything. They have a lot to offer, so stay tuned and check out the link in the video description below, and that will take you into kind of all their product line and all the stuff that they have to offer. So thanks for watching Kayak DIY.